What color do you think Christ's parents were?
I mean,
If he was dark skinned,
he was right. If he was black,
they gotta be so-called black.
Gucci sandals on the way I'm sliding up. I won't join no gang cause I speak truth and I ain't slime enough. I can't kill my brothers, we the same, it's just not adding up. Esau he a killer, genocide he keeps attracting us. Most I say be fruitful, multiply so we be adding up. Compare his seed to the sand of the sea, we deep so you can't add us up. My people they got hate inside they heart, they wanna paint us up. Grew up in the red zone, blood tears, I see red flags on us. This world be killing me with lies the way they capping on me. Like these publicans, they coons and seeing the way they taxing on me. Prove what you say, the evidence, show me the facts, lil' homie. Don't hold your tongue, just bring it out. What's on your mind, lil' brody? Riding on 4 Giottos, bougie, how we sip Moscato. Feast days of the Lord, champagne, be rainy poncho. Salvation of the Lord's people, come on, we need that pronto. Wisdom, yes, it bring riches like we just want.
Another mighty clap for the brother that eloquently brought it out.
That man right there.
Yeah, that man over there.
That's
right.
Yeah.
Him right there. Yeah, that brother over there. All praise to Most High Yahweh, man, straight up and down.
All praise to
We're gonna bring out the words of God. Thus said the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai. You can begin with the book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 8. Right? We're gonna follow that up with Sirach, chapter 4, verse 28. I'm gonna land me back off the brother's words. Right? You gotta be wise and circumspect in these last days.
It's the book of Joshua, chapter 1 and verse 8.
Right.
This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then shalt thou have good success.
If you want good success in life, you have to meditate upon the word day and night. Day and night is your entire day. That's 24 hours. That's why it says what it says in Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 4. As a matter of fact, you can get that. Let's let me back off Joshua 1 and 8 with Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 4.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6 and verse 4. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord, and thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might.
Go ahead.
And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart.
In other words, when it's in your heart, it's in your mind. And when it's on your mind, you're meditating upon them. All the words, all the holy, perfect words that Yahweh Shemel Shai gave unto us through Moses and the other mighty prophets, it is for us to meditate upon. And eventually, when you're done meditating, you execute with your right hand. Right? On the left-hand side, you may meditate wickedness or folly, and you execute it. You execute and fulfill your desires with your right hand. You end up accomplishing your thoughts, right, with your actions. Let's read that again in Joshua chapter 1, verse 8.
It's the book of Joshua, chapter 1 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein.
Right.
For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous.
And your ways are going to become prosperous. Now we know there's going to be tribulous times ahead of us. We understand we're going to fall short, right? Misfortune, so-called, may fall upon us. But at the end of the day, if you have your faith and trust in the Lord, you're not going to fail. Because you know these precepts are going to uphold you. Y'all sisters got a minute for the Bible? 1 second for the Bible. 1 minute! I can't, you gonna do it tomorrow? And that's the same mentality that makes you fail today. Right?
That's right.
I'll do it tomorrow. What if Christ said, I'll get on the cross tomorrow?
Hey.
And what if Moses said, I split this tomorrow, man. I'm tired, man.
Hey.
They've been chasing me all day. Bring out Exodus chapter 14, verse 2. What if, yeah, I'll talk to Pharaoh tomorrow. Then I got you. Hold on. Just give me some rest. You know, I gotta go back to, to my Midian wife. I gotta take care of Goshen. I gotta take care of my kids. Let me see how my brother doing. I'll take care of it tomorrow, spirit. Right? Bring Bring it out.
Book of Exodus, chapter 14, verse 21.
You can start verse 19.
Verse 19. And the angel of Yahweh, which went before the camp of Israel, removed and went behind them. And the pillar of the cloud went from before their face and stood behind them.
No, man.
And it came between the camp of the Egyptians and the camp of Israel. And it was a cloud and darkness to them. But it gave light by night to these, so that the one came not near the other all the night.
So this is a beautiful miracle, right? This miracle is accounted and similarly found in 1 Corinthians. Let's continue.
Then Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and the Lord caused the sea to go back by a strong east wind all that night, and made the sea dry land, and the waters were divided.
He made the sea dry land and the waters were divided. But imagine if he said, just toss the sit down and say, I'm kind of tired, my back hurts. Not right now. That's that folly mentality, right? If you said it, your heart was thinking it. Bring out Proverbs 24 and 9.
What about the Maccabees if they didn't take that battle on the Sabbath day?
Yeah.
We can't do it.
They would have been slain to pieces.
Okay, sister.
They would have been hewn down. Go ahead. Proverbs chapter 24 and verse 9. Right? Everything, it starts with your mind. Right? That's why the Lord tell you to meditate upon the words. Right? Let the words be in your heart.
So the Proverbs of 24 verse 9.
Bring it out!
And it reads, the thought of foolishness is sin.
Is what?
Is sin.
Is what?
Is sin.
Go ahead.
And the scorner is an abomination to men.
And that goes for everybody. The thoughts of foolishness is sin. Because if you're not thinking about, let's be honest, if you're not thinking about the scriptures, your mind is going to be thinking about some wicked folly.
Desperately wicked.
9 times out of 10. Now let's say you may be thinking about basketball in your head, and then that thought is going to multiply into just wickedness, man. Like one thing, you thinking about basketball, then you think about beating a brother, and then you think about this getting a world championship. Now you're in the NBA. Yeah, now what if I made it to the NBA now that I'm better than this brother? Yeah, now I should try out. You know what? I got my ball here. I got the phone number. I got my car. Might as well just drive. Get an agent. Just to see. Just to see spirit.
Right.
I just want to see.
That's right.
See that seeing spirit? Yeah, that's what gets you jammed up.
Hey.
Eve had that just to see. Just want to see spirit, man. That's what kids do. Right. Yeah, that curiosity, which is why they say curiosity kills the cat.
That's right.
Kills the cat, man. And it killed a lot of brothers in the street. It's not real. That curiosity. Can you bring out Sirach chapter 19, verse 1? It's like it's Sirach 19 and 2, actually.
The book of Sirach 19 and verse 2.
Right. Bring it out.
Lying in women will make men of understanding to fall away.
Hey, David got a little bit too curious. We all know that. We understand. We get it. Right? We fall short to the glory. But I bring this out as an example for Israel to understand you can't be curious. And it even says that in Sirach. Right? It says be not curious in unnecessary matters. Yep, 3 and what? What's that? 22. We're gonna pull it out through the spirit. Alright? Yeah, you got it.
Book of Sirach, chapter 3, verse 23.
Bring it out.
Be not curious in unnecessary matters, for more things are true unto thee than man understand.
I mean, brothers, you have the cold country. You have literally camps from Seattle, stretching from Seattle down to Maine or across to Maine. You have camps in Europe. And with these camps, they record and they upload and it's posted on social media.
Right.
And you have the ability to understand so much wisdom and knowledge at your fingertips. I mean, so many parables, examples, situations from brothers' lives that you can hold and kind of take it from wisdom. There's so much things given unto you. Why are you curious in unnecessary matters? Why are you curious how to be in the NBA again? Curious how to be an actor again. You're curious about working that job on a Shabbat. you're curious about that woman that you could have had a shot with. Jake always think about that one woman, you know, in the past, one that got away. One that got away, the high school crush. You start thinking, oh man, I fumbled the bag. You start thinking about it again, kind of rubbing your lips. And I know I'm with my wife now, but what if? What would my life be if I wasn't married? Start thinking about that stuff, man. Just start coveting, man. Next thing you know, pick up your phone. I think I followed her. Let me just see if I follow her. Let me just see. If I see it, it's just a follow. Yeah, if I see it, then I'll just leave it alone. I just want to know. Alright, I do follow her. Well, I gotta see her, right? I'm my brother's keeper, right? Just text her Shalom. You get precept for the day. And I leave it at that. See, that's just itching and curious and unnecessary matters, man. You're trying to open up them doors that the Lord shut.
That's right.
The Lord shut those doors for a reason. And that's why they say when one door closes, another opens. Because the Lord shut that door to allow you to have access to go to another opportunity. But if you're trying to open up that open door, you know, you enter into unnecessary realms, you know.
I got a quick point and a precept, brother, to bring out. Proverbs, I want to say 6:26, when it says, "Shall thy feet walk upon hot coals and not be burned?" Roughly paraphrasing. That's going into all of what you're talking about right now with temptation.
You holding something? Or you can get some right? Sirach chapter 19, verse 1. We're going to get Sirach 19:1 first.
Book of Sirach, chapter 19, and verse 1. A laboring man, a laboring man is given. A laboring man that is given to drunkenness shall not be rich, and he that contemneth small things shall fall little and little.
To contempt is to disregard, right? You start disregarding the little things, you're gonna fall little by little, by little by little, right? It starts, and that's what that's how athletes fall off too, right? They miss that one work day or that one workout session, and they just stop going now. You missed that one time to make your protein drink, but you didn't feel like it, and now you just stop making them all together. You said what? And now you big. Just big for no reason.
Man.
Falling little by little. And now you got big little by little. That's great. That's great.
It's the book of Proverbs, right? Chapter 6 and verse number 27.
Bring it out.
Can a man take fire in his bosom and his clothes not be burnt? Can one go upon hot coals and his feet not be burnt?
Right. I mean, it's an old saying. I'm trying to remember. Get what you get, right? Let's get an example. Precept, rather. Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. Right? You get what you deserve.
Oh, that's right.
You get what you deserve in this thing.
Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. Be not deceived. God is not mocked.
Right? You can't mock the Most High. Right? You can't try to outmaneuver. You can't finesse. You can't two-step. You know, you can't pull a fast one on the Lord. Right? Go ahead.
For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
Don't think, right? Whatever you sow, you're not going to reap. Surely, whatever you sow, you will definitely reap. Right? And this, whether it's on the left-hand side or the right-hand side, you're going to reap. You're going to reap what you sow. Go ahead.
Verse 8. For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption.
You're going to reap corruption. Right? And hold on, read that part again.
The book of Galatians chapter 6, verse 8. You know, but he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption.
And what's the things of the flesh? What is the flesh work for? Let's go to Galatians chapter 5.
How come God allows kids to get fucked?
Hey, get out of here, man. Man, shut up, man.
Boy.
Yeah, that's right. Say he said okay. Push me. That's what you think about the guy. Hold that. Bring out Psalms 137. Yeah. Just a pervert, man. Just a weirdo. He has no purpose in life. Who's thinking of that? Yeah. He's saying, why does God allow bad things to happen? Kids to get Oh yeah, his mind's not right. Yeah, his mind's not right. Well, we can drop that there. We can hold that, brother. And that's the spirit. That's why we bring out Galatians 5th chapter. I mean, damn. He working things in the flesh. Say something so profane, you moving in the flesh. You can get Galatians chapter 5. And I want you to start at verse 18. You know?
Galatians 5 and verse but if ye be led of the Spirit, ye are not under the law. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery.
Right, these are the works of the flesh, adultery. And how does adultery happen? It happens by, and I'm gonna play out a scenario, right? You said what? Yeah, that's a good example too. But I'm gonna give out a quick scenario of how adultery may happen. You see a woman, you know that she's married, and you want to give her a verse of the day. You want to say, hey, nice picture. You want to comment. You just gotta say something, man. That's exactly how it happens. That's that seed being sown. That's literally the seed being sown, and the seed is spiritual, right? One more so make a reference to your actions.
Adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry.
Right, idolatry as well. You don't just wake up and worship other gods. No. Everything starts as a seed, so to speak. Right? Spiritually speaking. Right? Hold that. Go to 2nd Ezra chapter 4, verse 3.
Look at 2nd Ezra chapter 4, verse 30. For the grain of evil seed hath been sown in the heart of Adam from the beginning.
Right, that's just the grain of the evil seed. Right, this is from Adam's son. You know, speak. Go ahead.
How much ungodliness hath it brought up unto this time?
How much more unto this time? And remember, this is during Ezra's time. So how much more even unto this very hour? Right? How much more wickedness rose even in this hour in the hearts of men? That's why it's so easy for men to go off. They just do it so quickly, right? They sow so quickly and abundantly. Go ahead.
And how much shall it yet bring forth until the time of threshing come?
Go ahead.
Ponder now by thyself how great fruit of wickedness the grain of evil seed have brought forth.
So those people sow wickedness, they sow corruption, they sow lasciviousness, they sow fornication, they sow adultery. Right? Oh, they constant, right? They do it day in and day out. They're hard workers on the left-hand side, right? They're diligent in sowing wickedness, right? Even unto this very hour, where every thought is sin, every word, every sentence is sin, every action is wickedness. That's why even Lot was vexed with the conversation of wickedness. Every conversation is dirty. Hey, brothers go to work. For brothers that work with other jakes, right? Niggas. Yeah. Other niggas. Yeah. Call it how it is. They niggas at work, right?
That's right.
Yeah, they your brother, but they act like niggas. When you work with them, and you're gonna hear nothing but madness all day. It's bound to happen. There's not one day you go to work and you hear, something righteous. You're gonna hear something wicked, man. You're gonna hear somebody talking about butt and ears and feet. And OnlyFans, and blunts, and guns, and popping, and effing around, and being naked, and turning up, and Keisha. The weird stuff, man. Whatever they talk about, man.
Every day.
I had a good point. My job, man, my supervisor said, yeah, I'm the chief. Indians. Wow. Little Indians. I was like,
Who said that?
my supervisor.
What she say?
She said it. She said Jesus is a Negro.
He said what? I can't look up at my ears bad.
It does say that. It definitely does say that.
He's not a Negro, right?
Like, come on now.
A Negro is a byword, right? She could have did better. She should have said dark skin. Do better next time, right?
Yeah, that was
You get an E for effort, but you still get an F, right? She could have said black. She could have said African American.
straight Negro.
Straight Negro. She just wanted the excuse to say Negro.
Yeah.
That's my time to say Negro. I'll say it. In front of these Negroes, I'll say Negro.
Yeah.
She could have said any other word.
She almost went for a hard order.
Yeah, she almost said, nah, Negro.
Thought about it.
All right, let's hold it down. Let's go back to it. You got a precept? I think you about to bring out. Oh, you brought out the point. Brother supervisor said, I'm keeping y'all a little ignorance. Like every day you're gonna hear madness in this world.
Yeah.
Bring it up. That waterproof.
Galatians 6 and 20. Idolatry. Galatians 5 and 20. Idolatry. Witchcraft. Hatred.
And witchcraft, you know, that's a lot of things too, right? That's making your son pass through the fire. Right? For those who may not know, right? What do they call it?
Let's go. Be real after me. Let's go.
Madness. Madness. Goofies. Goofies. All right, let's hold it down. Let's hold it down. Right? Let's hold it down. They're moving in the Grecian spirit.
All right.
Bring that out again.
Galatians 5 and 20.
Bring it out.
Idolatry. Witchcraft.
And witchcraft, that's the point I was going to make, right? Witchcraft is making your son pass through the fire. That's abortions, right? Witchcraft is you giving your son 1 million vaccines. Witchcraft is being bewitched by doctors, false doctors, right? You know, that's Galatians, the 3rd chapter. The people of Galatians, the church of Galatians, getting bewitched. Let's bring that out real quick. Simon in Acts the 8th chapter, he was bewitching. Jezebel was bewitching people. Witchcraft isn't always twirling a wand, saying, you know, whatever they say. I don't know what they say.
Divination.
Yeah, divinations, you know. That's all witchcraft.
Right.
What sign are you? And that's what you hear at work too. You hear witchcraft, what's your sign? What month were you born?
Taurus.
Taurus. I knew it. You talk like a Gemini. Can I read the horoscope? Yeah, what's your horoscope today? Bring it up.
The Galatians of 3 and verse 1.
Right?
O foolish Galatians, who have bewitched you?
Hey, Paul say y'all foolish. Straight up. He didn't sugarcoat. Somebody call you foolish. Like, what did I do? He's explaining to them what they did. Because they was bewitched. Go ahead. Well, you got the definition of bewitched.
Bewitched, verb, cast a spell on, intent, subject to sorcery, to intent to practice witchcraft.
And that's a lot of jigs. You just got to spell over.
Subject to the influence of witchcraft.
Subjected to the influences of witchcraft.
Oh, that please be
And guess what? There's a lot of witchcraft in movies. That's propaganda is witchcraft, right? So, back to witchcraft. This is going into the works of the flesh. These are the things that people sow and are going to reap, right? Corruption. Because there is no fruit in witchcraft. There's no fruit in adultery at all. And with there is to be no fruit, if there's no fruit as your reward, I mean, what's the other one? That's the destruction. That's the only thing you really reap. You got it.
Galatians 5 and 20.
Bring it out.
Idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations.
Right? Jealous. You want to be like someone, emulated, right? It's certain brothers, you know, I hope brothers don't have this in their house. They may have a big fat head. Tom Brady, Terry Bradshaw, LeBron James, Michael Jordan. You shouldn't have a big fat head of another man looking down.
Oh man, dude.
Yeah, them big stick, big fat sticks. You shouldn't have that. What is that doing in your house? What is it? What purpose is it serving? Just a big man in your house. You got another man in your house. Yeah, that's idolatry. Your woman walk past it, kind of nodding her head. It might put spirits in her. She get it bewitched. She kind of touching the picture all the time. And it's a nice picture. She always touching it. Nice picture. Nice on the wall. You know what she looking at the picture. She looking at it. She looking at it. More than you. Yeah, another man in your house. An idol is in your house. You got it.
Emulations, wrath, strife, seditions.
Seditions. Sometimes they call seditions at work. You know, you had a few men in the scriptures, they call sedition on the left-hand side. Right? But account is found behind the scenes in the second chapter. Right? Speaks about it in Acts. Let's bring that out in Acts, the second chapter. As well. Acts chapter 2. Maybe like sorry. You had a man named Judas. And Judas.
The book of Acts, chapter 5, and verse 6.
Bring it out. Goes into sedition.
For before these days rose up Theudas, boasting himself to be somebody.
And that's a lot of you niggas, man. I'm gonna keep saying it.
Oh,
Niggas, right? Nah, we're gonna keep it a buck, right? A lot of Jake, you know, you act like niggas. Right? It is what it is. Mr. Hot Shot. Mr. Me. Right? Yeah, that Timothy spirit. I'm him. I'm that guy. Right? Watch out. Watch out. I'm here. That type of spirit, man. And Jake got that spirit at work, with the ladies, you know.
as soon as you wake up,
And you know, it's a dude on TikTok, you know, all follow his side. He do these skits where he does something for show. And all the people are commenting, yeah, you're the guy, you're that guy. I don't know if brother saw it.
He was a former NBA G League player.
Yep.
And all his skits are basically titled like how people want you to react when you tell them so and so.
Yeah.
You wake up early. Things like that.
Wake up early, he had one with chopsticks,
You're right.
speak another language.
Speaking of language.
Right? And that's, he doing that for a reason, because some people are act like that. Some people actually move like
It's
that.
relatable to that spirit.
Yep. That's that spirit of, yeah, and look at me. And he kind of video like, yeah, you know, yeah.
He kind of boast about it. He's like, well, I don't mean to brag, but you know, that kind of thing.
That's right. That's all. No hot shot spirit. That's right. You got it. Hey, you know, the people in the hot shot spirit in the scripture, they end up dying.
Yeah.
Read about it in Matthew. I'll slay that elephant. I slid under it. Action movie. And then just died.
Yeah.
It fell on him. Yeah, that's that hot shot spirit, man. That's right. Azariah. Preeminence, right?
They say one of the
Diotrephes. Yep, Diotrephes, he sought the preeminence. And then he's cast out for that. For that reason alone, trying to seek the preeminence. I'm not the captain, I'll sink the ship. Yeah, I'm the captain now, spirit. And that spirit's always been throughout Israel, man. You know, that's found in Exodus, you know, Aaron, murmuring, Numbers 11. The list goes on, man. It's murmuring.
Acts 5:36. For before these days rose up Judas, boasting himself to be somebody, to whom a number of men, about 400, joined themselves, who was slain, and all, as many as obeyed him, were scattered and brought to naught.
Go ahead.
After this man rose up Judas of Galilee.
Judas of who?
Judas of Galilee.
Go ahead.
In the days of the taxing, and drew away much people after. He also perished.
He what?
He also perished.
Let's hold that. Let's go to Luke, the second chapter. Right? Someone else get Luke 13 and 1. Let's bring out these accounts of men saying I'm that guy. So Luke 13. But first we're going to get Luke chapter 2, verse 1.
Book of Luke, chapter 2, and verse 1. Bring it out! And it came to pass in those days that there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be taxed. And this taxing was made when Cyrenius, the governor of Syria, and all went to be taxed, every one into his own city.
Go ahead.
And Joseph also went from Galilee out of the city of Nazareth into Judah unto the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was the house and lineage of David, to be taxed with Mary, his espoused wife, being great with child.
Hey, he got out of there, right? He read the room. He got out of there. That stuff was happening behind the scenes, right? No nation, no cities, civilization, no tribe, no country likes to be taxed. And it's like that from the beginning of time. Rome tried to tax the people. What happened to that tax collector? He got jammed up, man.
See that?
He got jammed up.
Yeah.
Luke chapter 13, verse 1.
The book of Luke, chapter 13 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
And there were present at the season some that told him of the Galileans, whose blood Pilate had mingled with their sacrifices. And Yahushua answering said unto them, suppose ye that these Galileans were sinners above all the Galileans, because they suffer such things? I tell you, nay. But except ye repent, ye shall all likewise perish.
Those Galileans, they fell. Right? Those doing wickedness.
It's the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 5, and verse 55.
Bro! Yep, this is the account, right, where, if I'm not mistaken, Judas Maccabees, he said these two men that walked over the garrison. Is this the account you bring it up? Restart it? Okay.
The book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 5, verse 55.
Bring it out.
Now what time as Judas and Jonathan were in the land of Galilee, and Simon his brother in Galilee before Ptolemaeus, Joseph the son of Zacharias, and Azarias, captains of the garrison.
Right? So Azarias and who? And Joseph, they're captains of the garrisons, right? The other soldiers. Go ahead.
Captains of the garrisons heard of the valiant acts and warlike deeds which they had done.
So they heard of it, right? They heard of it, and you know the next thoughts. How do I be like that?
Yep.
That's that emulation. Go ahead.
Verse 57. Wherefore they said, let us also get us a name.
See, so it starts, you hear it or you see it. You think about it, and then you say it, and then you do it. Go ahead.
Wherefore they said, let us also get us a name, and go and fight against the heathen that are round about us.
Hey, I'm that guy. I can do it too. That's like me watching y'all. Tons of kind of bitch, 350, 250. What was your nickname back in the day? Mr. Muscle. Mr. Something. Or the strongest man. The strongest man, right? You know, if I see him benching 350, and I say I can do it too. Watch tomorrow. I end up breaking my back, break my arms, all because I'm trying to be like the strongest man.
Gotta say, record this one.
Yeah, record this one. Okay, bring guy ties in. Bring guy ties in, and I show him how to do it. Right?
Wow.
And I get judged. And put a little bit more. Right? Get the powder in my hand.
So it won't slip.
Never bitch pressed a day in my life. And that's it. And lift up my pants, lift up my fringes. Just get split inside it, man.
Right? Verse 59. First Maccabees 5 and 59. Then came Georges and his men out of the city to fight against them. And so it was that Joseph and Azarias were put to flight.
It was what?
Put to flight.
Hey, man, they were scared. Their knees was buckling, man. Go ahead.
And pursued unto the borders of Judea. And there were slain that day of the people of Israel about 2,000 men.
All that blood on your hands, she thought she was going off. That's why the Lord said, or that's why the Scripture say, a little bit of knowledge puffed up. Right. Puffed up in that knowledge and that strength. Your head gets too big. I'm that guy.
Verse 61. Thus there were a great overthrow among the children of Israel, because they were not obedient unto Judas and his brother, but thought to do some valiant act.
Hold that. Go to Hebrews chapter 13, verse 7. Oh, go back to that. I want you to read that one more time after he reads Hebrews chapter 13, verse 7.
Hebrews chapter 13, verse 7.
Bring it out.
Remember them which have rule over you, who have spoken unto you the word of Yahweh, whose faith followed concerning the end of their conversation.
Read that again. In second,
The book of First Maccabees chapter 5 and verse 61.
bring it out.
Thus was there a great overthrow among the children of Israel, because they were not obedient unto Judas and his brother, but thought to do some valiant act.
During that time, they probably thought Judas was just a nigga. They probably thought he was just some guy. Yeah, we all can do it. And that's what happens when you think carnally. Right? I'm Levi too. I can be a hammer. Maccabees?
That's all it takes.
What if I'm a Maccabee? What if I'm hammered?
Wow.
Right? And they start calling themselves my pots. Right? You got it. Yeah, Azariah my pots.
Oh, verse 62. Moreover, these men came not of the slight. Moreover, these men came not of those slight. Moreover, these men came not of the seed of those by whose hand deliverance was given unto Israel.
You're not that guy. That's what it's saying. You're not that guy. Right? You're not that guy to deliver Israel. Some Jake may think they that guy. You're not. Right? That's why you can't force the course of the river, man. That's why the Lord said he shall abase, he shall abound. Right? It says what he says in verse Samuel 2 and 6 went down. Right? Got any questions, brother? You can get into that.
What verse?
That's why I was about to bring out first Peter. Bring out first Peter.
2 and verse
What? Bring it out!
1 Peter 2 and verse 1. Wherefore, laying aside all malice and all guile and hypocrisy and envies and all evil speaking.
You gotta lay those evil speakers aside. You're not asking that out of sincerity, brother.
Right.
Right? Therefore, it's going to become an evil speaker. Right? You just ask it folly, brother. You don't ask that for no true intent and purposes.
You
of
asked me a
learning.
question, man. What was the verse? Verse.
Read it to you.
I'm fast and sharp, bro.
Alright, keep it pushing. Bring it out again.
The book of 1 Peter 2 and verse 1.
See, hold on. What you said?
You ain't ready for me, huh?
See, we just brought out that spirit.
Yo, no, I heard what you said when I first walked up. When I first nigga look. Yeah, what spirit? Yeah, you brought out the real spirit, bro. The ether, cuz. The ether.
What is that?
Something you don't know about.
So tell us.
The ether.
Tell us.
The way Lucifer was formed here, bro.
Hold on, brother.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Because you doubt my word, bro. God is the word, and the word is God.
What's your nationality?
I don't give a fuck about no nationality, bro. Wow. God don't give a fuck about no nationality. That's what the devil broke up. The devil broke us up into pieces.
What's nationality?
The house.
Hold on, brother. Who gave us a nationality?
Huh?
Who gave man nationalities?
Babylon broke up the Judah tribe. And the language, bro. Babylon.
Chapter 32. And
no, I want to hear the verse I asked you for first. When did the covenant, what verse of the covenant? I don't need you to read me no verse. I most definitely don't need you to read me no verse.
Bring it out! When the Most High divided the nations.
So the Most High set up nations and he divided nations. Go ahead.
Their inheritance. When he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
Right, so the Lord set up nations. Right, the Lord gave us nationalities. Right, so when I ask you your nationality and you disregard it, you say it means nothing. F that. I mean, you speaking foolishly. Because the Most High God gave you a nationality.
Back to the house. Back to the house of Judah. When was the covenant broke? The first of that. I'll bring it to you whenever you want it. We'll go inside. I need the house. When the covenant was broke, the house of Judah, the covenant in the house of Judah. It's a verse for it. You need to know it right now. You asked me, what do I want, right? Bring me when the house of Judah was broke and the covenant was broke. And I got it right now. I got it loaded for you. I got it all loaded.
Chapter 35 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
To depart from wickedness is a thing pleasing to the Lord, and to forsake unrighteousness is a propitiation.
Right, whatever wickedness you cleaving onto, brother, you gotta forsake it. Right? That goes for doctrines and folly, wickedness and evil thoughts. We brought that out earlier in Proverbs 4:9. We can bring out 1 Kings 17, 2 Kings 24. We can bring out the precepts. We can bring out 2 Kings 13 and 41 down, right? I mean, brother, you asking for the wrong thing, right?
You know about the real Anna?
You asking for me, you know, brother.
I'm waiting for that verse.
You don't know about your nationality.
I'm waiting for that verse and I'll tell you why the house was broke and why the covenant was broke. I'm waiting for that verse. When you get that verse, I'm going to tell you why the covenant was broken and how it was broken and how you was deceived.
James 3 and verse 6. Bring it out. And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity.
It is a what?
A world of iniquity.
Right, his tongue is a world of iniquity.
That's right. That's right.
Just like an instructor,
Bring that out.
Or
Bring out
professor, right? They only subject in that subject.
A world of iniquity.
You only got
So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body, and set upon fire the course of nature, and it is set on fire of hell.
That's right. So his whole body just getting fired. And not on the right hand side. That's right. He's on the left hand side just getting burned alive. And his tongue is just making him fall short. Hold that. Go to Sirach 22 verse 1. That's why you have to pray to the Most High to control your tongue and control your thoughts. Right? We brought it out earlier. That brother's a prime example. Right? Look at this real quick.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 28. Bring out. The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of the heart.
Right, that brother was blind and mad. Mad doesn't mean angry. In this context, mad means crazy. Right? You're just nuts. Right? Your mind's not there. Right? It's scrambled. Right? Egg for brains. Right? Scrambled eggs.
It's the book of James, chapter 3 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
This wisdom descendeth not from above, but is earthly, sensual, devilish. Explain. That knowledge is not from the Most High.
Yeah.
He started talking about why did the covenant break, and damn hell, they go from the Bible to Egyptians. That's not mixing. You can't go from Ham and the covenant to the devil, and then the devil broke the covenant. That's madness. He said I got the power of Lucifer.
What?
His whole pot is finished.
Nationality don't matter.
It's death in that pot, as the scripture says.
There's no fruit. Where's the fruit?
You got it.
I just got precept for to add on, brothers, points. Book of 1 Corinthians chapter 8 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
And if any man think that he know of anything, he know of nothing.
Right.
Yet as he ought to know.
Right, so you know a damn thing, man. Trying to ask hard. That's the spirit. We went over this earlier today in the lesson, right? That's Satan coming up to ask hard questions just to bother you. They don't even know what you're asking of. Right? That's the Sadducees all over again, asking about what happens to this woman, you know, after her husband's died. They don't even know what they're asking. You don't know what you're asking. It's folly.
And real quick, they're breaking what they're asking because it's against capital punishment to stone her that's a committed adultery. So you ask the question that you breaking so he can answer it. That's madness. They don't even agree to their question.
No sincerity.
Let's
go back to Galatians chapter 5, verse 22. You can read that again.
Galatians chapter 5 and verse 22.
Bring it out.
But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith.
Right. How do you sow love, gentleness, and faith? We're going to get to it. You got it.
Meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. And they that are Christ have crucified the flesh with the affections and lusts.
Right, so crucify the flesh. Right? Let me get to that. Right? Hey, brother. Come here real quick, brother. Come here, brother. Come here, brother. All right, at least take this quiet. Take this quiet. You said what?
Can't hear you.
Come here, brother. I mean, you agree with the Lord.
That's right.
Not with me, it's with the Lord.
Oh,
Right? And we've got a book in our hand for a reason. Speaking thus in the Lord. If there's anything that you disagree with, you're disagreeing with the Lord and our shop.
that's right.
So the same thing in John the 5th chapter. 31 all the way down. 41 down. Right? Continue.
Verse 25. If we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit.
Right, so my question was, how do you sow peace, love, gentleness? How do you sow those things? How do you do it? Listen to me. You sow love, peace, gentleness, meekness, and faith. Does anybody know?
Book of Psalms chapter 119 and verse 165.
Bring it out.
Great peace have they which love thy law, and nothing shall offend them.
Right. So if you love the Lord, right, that means you're upholding it. That means you're following it, right? One of the commandments is, let's bring out Leviticus 19 and 18. Right? You want to learn how to think. You want to be a true gardener, spiritual, right? A husband, right? The steps of how you properly sow, how you properly reap, right? How you think the spirit.
Leviticus 19 and verse 18.
Bring it out.
Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor.
Thou shalt what?
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
So you love it by not avenging your people, or getting it back in blood as it is. Yup. Right? That's how you love your brother. Right? That's what it means when you sow love. Right? By not taking things in your own hands. You feel like it. Right? When your emotions are dictated. Right? And of course there's every other thing. That's why the Lord said if I do it, put it to down. Right? Let's bring that out.
book of Matthew, chapter 22 and verse 36.
Bring it up.
Master, which is the greatest commandment in the law? Verse 37. Yahweh said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it.
Hold that. Explain how love is an action.
First John chapter 3, verse 5. Bring it out. And ye know that he was manifest to take away. 5 and verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
Right. So you love God by keeping his commandments.
The book of Matthew, chapter 22 and verse 37. Yahweh said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Go ahead.
Verse 40. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
That's right. These two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. So to properly love your brother, properly love your sister, you have to uphold the law and make sure that they're a follower. Or you also have to make sure you're a follower. And in doing that, you're loving God by obeying his word. Right? So yeah, in Proverbs chapter 2, verse 1.
This is the book of Matthew 22 and 40.
Bring it out.
And I'm gonna start. Both of them sound good, but in the DNT, the whole law of Moses and the teaching of the prophets depend on these two commandments.
Yeah, that's a
See that? That's right. That's plain. And if there was any confusion, what does that mean? Hey, it said it. It depends on these two commandments. Right? Meaning you have to keep the commandments. You have to keep the Torah to the best of your ability. You got to keep that. Go. Right? Paul literally taught you to keep the commandments. He told him not to be abortion.
Romans chapter 13 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
And it reads, For this, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness, thou shalt not covet. And if there be any other,
If there be any other commandment,
if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in this saying, namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
bring out Revelation 22, verse 14. Bring it down. Revelation 22, 14. Revelation chapter 3, verse 2.
The book of Revelation, chapter 22 and verse 14. Blessed are they that do his commandments.
What it say?
Blessed are they that do his commandments.
Blessed if you do the commandments. All the commandments. Right? Not, it didn't say the 10 commandments. It didn't say 10 commandments right there. It says the commandments. Plural. Go ahead.
That they may have right to the tree of life and may enter in through the gates into the city.
That's right. Because the 10 commandments, it doesn't express what's written in Leviticus 18. It doesn't say I can't sleep with my sister. It doesn't mention I can't cover the nakedness of my eye. It doesn't mention those things in Exodus 20. Right? That's why we have to follow the commandments. Right? That should be edificating for you Christians.
Revelations chapter 3 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
Be watchful and strengthen the things which remain.
He said, be watchful and strengthen the things which remain. Right? There's a lot of things that's remaining. Right? And there's a lot of things you need to work on. Right? You got to work on your family, your prayer, your reading, your study, right? Your physical, your children, right? Being a brother. There's a lot of things we all have to work on within our life. And it's up to us. Right? With guidance, of course. Right? With guidance, of course. To learn how to navigate and to stay afloat. Madness. Satan.
It's alright. 5 verse 3. To depart from wickedness is a thing pleasing to the Lord.
It's pleasing unto the Lord to depart from wickedness. Go ahead.
And to forsake unrighteousness is a propitiation.
And your friends may be unrighteous. That nasty ass habit may be unrighteous. Those thoughts are unrighteous. They make you unclean. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 4. Thou shalt not appear empty before your house.
Right? You can't appear empty before your house by your own God. Right? We go to Psalms 8. We'll go back to that. But it's a precept really. Psalms 8. It's like it's on Solomon chapter 8. Solomon chapter 8, verse 13. That's right.
Book of Songs of Solomon.
Let's start at verse 11.
Songs of Solomon chapter 8 and verse 11. Solomon had a vineyard at Baal-Hamon. He let out the vineyard unto keepers. Every one for the fruit thereof was to bring 1,000 pieces of silver.
And this is spiritual, right? On another level, it's really Yahushua. Yahushua gives pretty much the exact same parable, right? The very similar parable on how he let the husbandman kind of do the work, right? And tend to his vineyard, tend to his garden. Go ahead. What? Hey, prove it, Esau.
Come here, boy.
Come here, prove it. Come here, boy.
Prove it, boy.
Hold on.
Little boy.
Hold your peace. Right? He can't prove it. He's scared as hell. Right? You got a stick over there shaking in the wind, man.
No jacket.
Yeah, no jacket. Gonna get sick. Walking fast as hell, saying Jesus is white. Yeah, no guts, man.
No guts.
What happened to the hardy man in East? What happened to the days of the 1930s and the 1940s? Came back from war, got your woman in order, asked for your eggs and your bacon. And anyway, that was the hardy man back in the day, man. That was the hardy man.
Jesus is white. Running fast as blood.
Yo, should put the car on, you'll beat her. Not that you should do that. Yeah. But what I'm saying is this, right? You lost your mind of being strong. Now you weak. Now you weak. Now you got a pride of Jesus white. Hey man, in the 1950s, they would have said, you niggas, you know, ain't like it out. They'll say some stuff, man. I mean, you lost your power grip, man. You a fool.
That nigga gonna say, this is he that did it. We did the nation.
That's right.
My vineyard, which is mine, is before me. Thou, O Solomon, must have 1,000, and those that keep the fruit thereof 200. Thou that dwellest in the gardens, the companions hearken to thy voice.
It says the companions hearken to your voice. Go ahead.
Cause me to hear it. Make haste, my beloved.
What it say?
Make haste, my beloved.
Go ahead.
And be thou like the roe, or the young hart upon the mountains of spices.
Right, Lord, destroy this place. But the main point I wanted to extract was how we can't appear empty before the Lord. Solomon rented out his vineyard to his keepers. And the keepers had to return a certain portion back to Solomon. Because he owns that vineyard, right? And best believe those keepers still going to reap their reward, but nevertheless, they can't appear empty before Solomon. And this is spiritually speaking of Yahushua, right? That's what Yahushua said in the 19th chapter. Hey, I demand that you flip the talents. I demand that you multiply the talents, right? Right? Because all the first fruits are going to go back to Yahushua. We're still going to get our reward as well, right? No doubt, we're going to get our reward. But Yahweh, he's going to reap the first fruits. With that, you can go back to
Sirach 35 and verse 5. For all these things are to be done because of the commandment.
Right. Go ahead.
The offering of the righteous maketh the altar fat.
That's why you have to come before the Lord with something in your hands. This is going to make the altar fat. Go ahead.
And the sweet savor thereof is before the Most High. The sacrifice of a just man is acceptable, and the memorial thereof shall never be forgotten.
Even as Genesis 22, Abraham getting ready to offer Isaac, that would have been acceptable. Although it didn't happen the way he thought it was going to happen. Nevertheless, the action, right, the spirit of wanting to sacrifice for the Lord, it's a sweet savor, right? Again, the willingness, the mindset of being ready to sacrifice for the Lord, he acknowledges that. And that's beautiful. Right? You gotta sacrifice a lot of these things in this world. Right? That old woman, that old man, the old thing we wanted to do. And we all wanted to do something. Some brothers wanted to be a map maker, tattoo artist, basketball. Yeah, but it ain't happening. Most time, what you do? To stand 10 toes down, right, enduring the elements, right, and delivering his word.
That's right.
Right. So we're gonna close up with Luke chapter 7, verse 45.
Luke chapter 7, verse 45.
Right.
And it reads this: Thou gavest me no kiss, but this woman since the time I came in hath not ceased to kiss my feet.
Right.
My head with oil thou didst not anoint, but this woman hath anointed my feet with ointment. Wherefore I say unto thee, her sins, which are many, are forgiven, for she loved much. But to whom little is forgiven, the same loveth little. And he said unto her, Thy sins are forgiven.
Right, thy sins are forgiven, because you love me much. This woman, she didn't stop doing the work for the Lord. The moment she came to her house, and she didn't stop. She went to his feet, kind of provided for him. How much do you provide for the Lord? And the Lord requires of us that we read, that we study, and we build up our household. He's requiring of these things. But do you do it? Are you providing for the Lord? Hold on, one verse, sister. One verse.
Wait on my ride.
Just one verse. I'll get to that. 2 minutes, sister. All praises, all praises.
I don't know if I
A minute. Just 30 seconds. 30
Till my
seconds.
ride get here.
All right. You believe in the Bible?
Yeah.
All right. You know what color Christ is?
Wait, what?
What color is Christ? Black. What color is your jacket?
I don't know his black skin color.
Okay, that's okay. You guys, let's bring our Revelation chapter 1, verse 13. Right? Now you may say black because that's just the word that we use today. Right? But you sound like you have an idea that he may look like us, right? Alright, so let's read an account in Revelation chapter 1, verse 13.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 13. In the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and a girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
Right? So it's describing his wearing, his appearance. He had a long garment on and a golden belt. Go ahead.
His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow. His eyes were as a flame of fire.
Right? He had white hair and it was woolly. What people got woolly textured hair?
What?
So-called black people, right? Go ahead.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
Right, that cardboard is the same color as brass. But if you burn it, it's going to get dark, charcoal color. Very dark skin. Right, that's the color of his feet. The rest of your body is the same color as his feet, right? Right. So his entire body is completely melanated. And he has woolly hair. Go ahead.
And his voice is the sound of many waters.
That's right. So it's not too far from reality that you may call him a black man. But the reason why I say that's not the true term is because that was a term given to us by the so-called white man. The same way, the white man gave you those clothes, essentially. He gave you a last name, right? He gave you the idea that you're black. He gave us a lot of false ideas, right? But if we're not really black, the color of my coat, who are we really? Because black isn't a real nationality. There's no land, money, president, currency that's black. Who must we be? The African man is dark as us. Is he the same as us?
No.
No, not at all. In reality, the African man, he's not the same as us. That's like saying the Chinese man is the same as the Japanese. Two different people, right? So, I got a question. What color do you think Christ's parents were?
I mean,
If he was dark skinned,
he was right. If he was black,
they gotta be so-called black, right? What about his uncle? Auntie, nieces, nephews, all so-called black, right? But guess what? They never referred to themselves as black. I gotta say it again. They never referred to themselves as black men or black women, right? That's a new term, right? They did refer to themselves as something. We're gonna bring it out in Hebrews the 7th chapter.
Hebrews chapter 7, verse 14. For it is evident our Lord sprang out of Judah, of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood.
That's right. So, you see this chart? Let's bring this up real quick. Let's move this up, right? So, you don't have to do it. But Christ, he sprang out of Judah. What you're looking at right here is a 12 tribe chart, right? And Christ specifically sprang out of Judah. The people today that'll be Judites will be the so-called American blacks. And I keep saying so-called because nobody's the color as you choose. Nobody's actually American, right? But they're really referred to as Judites. So Christ is from the tribe of Judah. And he would be an Israelite. So if he had kids, would his kids be Israelites? What about his kids' kids? What about 10 years down the line? 50 years? 100 years? All Israelites, right? What about 1,000 years? Still Israelites, right? What about today? When they still be Israelites? What people look like Christ? Us, right? So why don't we call ourselves Israelites?
colonism,
Right. Right? What you say? You said colonialism?
colonialism. Yeah, I said it.
Right? What's your last name?
Tate.
Tate? Mine is Cole. What's yours, brother? Wheeler. Wheeler? We all got so-called white man last names. Johnson, Washington, Smith. Right? You said what? Lottie. Damn. See? Lottie. We all got white man's last names. And that's the product, or that's the result of being in slavery and captivity. Right? And guess what? What we read to you is out the Bible. We read to you that Christ is a so-called black man from the tribe of Judah, and he's an Israelite. And if he's an Israelite, his neighbors and family members got to be Israelites, right?
Right here.
One more verse. Tell them you listen to the Bible. One more verse, right? Let's get Deuteronomy 20 and 16. After this, we'll let you go. All right? Deuteronomy 20 and 68.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right? You familiar with Egypt? Right? What was the Israelites doing in Egypt?
Oh, I don't know.
They was being slaves. Right? They was building up the pyramids.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. Okay.
See that? You saw the Prince of Egypt?
Yeah, I'm familiar with the Bible. I'm a Christian myself, so that's how I knew all this stuff.
All praises. Let's continue.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
Did the Israelites ever go back into Egypt again? Ever in the Bible? No. You gonna call Moses a liar?
All right, y'all gotta go.
Wait.
She
Hold
calling me.
on. Tell them you listen to this Bible.
Y'all gonna be here tomorrow, right? Y'all?
No.
Oh, y'all not?
No, this is our
I
last
gotta
day
go.
here. This is our last day.
I gotta go.
And it might be your last day too.
I gotta go.
You gotta go and lead a...
I gotta go because my ride got somewhere to go.
Are you gonna be...
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hold on now.
We're almost done.
I got the flyer.
She an Israelite, right? That's right.
Wow.
She got the flyer, right? Satan pulled her away. You know. Wow. So Lord willing, she listened. Let's close out with Sirach 4:28. Bring it out.
Sirach chapter 4 and verse 28.
Bring it out.
strive for the truth unto death.
Until what?
Unto death.
Until what?
Unto death.
Until what?
Unto death.
Strive for the truth unto death, man. It don't matter if somebody call you. It don't matter if an angel kind of pull you away. Hey, I'm listening to this word, man.
Right.
If the word's going out and the angel say, I got a mission for you. Hold up, man. Hold up. Hold up.
You gotta wait.
Yeah, you gotta wait, man. I'm listening to the word, man. And that's what Yahushua told Martha. Martha, Martha, thou art covered with many things. You worried about everything. Hey, I'm right here. What you worried about? Are you trying to get here and there? Don't you know I'm a provider? It's been edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh shine. With that, I'm going to bid it to a shalom. Kwame Shul.